Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm AwestruckVox, and we finally have our first sneak peek at Criger the Creek. For the unaware, Criger the Creek is a show created by Steven Universe alumni Matt Burnett and Ben Levin, the former head writers of the show. Basically, whereas Rebecca Sugar plots out the story Steven Universe, Matt and Ben took that story and put into plot lines. They were, and until the end of season 5, are the ones responsible for outlining an episode and then give it to storyboarders to fully realize the idea. So essentially, they just give little plot points how the episode should go, and then the storyboarders flesh it out. Add dialogue, add jokes, you know, all that jazz that comes with a storyboard-driven show. That being said, what can we expect from Criger the Creek? Is it like Steven Universe? Does it have some overarching story? And from what I can tell, there's no overarching story, but there's a lot of fun to be had here. Now, a 2-minute preview of the first episode somehow made its way to the Cartoon Network app, but has seemingly disappeared since then. There are some reports of the full pilot being available, but if this was the case, no one seemed to snag it. But I just wanted to talk about the 2-minute preview we do have, and just give my general thoughts and opinions. First off, I was very excited for this show ever since it was first announced and we had a teaser image. Not just because this was crafted by the head writers of Steven Universe, but because the main character, Craig, is black. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see as many shows with a black protagonist as there used to be. And even then, that was a rarity. And in case you guys couldn't tell, I'm black myself. So having that representation in the lead role again fills me with absolute glee. The art is also very reminiscent of Steven Universe. It's not a carbon copy, but there's definitely some influence, especially in the eyes and proportions of the characters. Also, this first episode seems to be animated by Studio Rough Draft, who animates the less favorable episode of Steven Universe, but it appears like they're using that exact same art style of line def for Criger the Creek. Now, going on the first 2 minutes alone, while there is another probably 8-10 minutes left of this episode to watch, I don't think the show's gonna be anything revolutionary. I mean, how many animated series, especially on Cartoon Network, have had an eccentric young male lead? The answer is a lot, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna be enjoyable, because I enjoyed the hell out of these 2 minutes. So what is Criger the Creek about exactly? Well, our protagonist Craig seems to be a middle schooler living in a pretty suburban area, and he and his friends, as seen in the promotional art, let their imaginations go wild as they embark on adventures in the creek, where he has the fitting title of Criger the Creek, also the name of the show. It really gives me a down-to-earth vibe that Clarence and Edda and Eddie had, although both shows got pretty wacky and surreal, especially Edda and Eddie. God, I missed that show. Now, we see in this preview that Craig has a staff given to him by his grandpa, which is actually a leg on a staircase he got stuck in. His grandpa sought him out and gave it to him. From there, it was crafted into the staff he has today, something he cherishes dearly. Now, judging by the synopsis on Cartoon Network's website, it seems like Craig will actually lose his staff, and the episode's goal will be him retrieving it. Even though it was very brief, I absolutely adored that dynamic between Craig and his grandfather. It was just really heartwarming. Craig's grandfather wanting to keep the whole stairs incident on the down low. It honestly reminded me a lot of interactions I had with my own grandfather in my childhood. Now, this show also has a stereotypical older sibling who wants to foil or makes fun of the protagonist. And this guy, wait, is that me? Matt, Ben, what's up with this? That's me. What's with my doppelgangers popping up in animated series? And by that I mean, I just had the stereotypical millennial African-American look. The concept of the older sibling being more mature, wanting their little brother or sister to grow up and quote-unquote act their age is nothing new. So I'm not really blown away in that department. But something else I need to give props for are the voice acting and the music, especially the music. It's kind of like to jam out to in my car just driving on the freeway in the summer. And since the inevitable comparisons between Steven Universe are going to arise, having this sound over the chiptune will definitely differentiate it. Overall, I'm very excited for the show, and I'm excited to see the rest of this episode. We have yet to even be introduced to the main cast, but I want you guys to check out the sneak peek and let us know what you think. If you already checked it out, did you enjoy it? Comment your thoughts below or tweet them directly to me at AwestruckVox. You can also follow the Roundtable on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Roundtable Vids, and on Snapchat at RoundtableYT. We also have a Discord, official Amino app, and Patreon. Swing by our store and pick up some merch. Links to everything in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please sort of like, share it with your friends, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Hit that bell for notifications so you can stay in the loop for all things animation. I hope you have a beautiful day, and AwestruckVox signing out.